How you guys doing? Okay, welcome to this Facebook Live that I just decided to do this morning. Yeah, when I wake up, finally, I have this thought that hey, maybe I would like to share something with you today. And yeah, thanks all of you here for joining me under such a short notice here. And first of all, let me just get to know you guys better. How you guys doing? All right. Okay. So I saw some comment coming in. All right. Hi, Julie. Hi, Asha. Okay, great. Wow, so many of you here tuning in. Let me see. Okay, great. So, and today we're going to actually talk about, or this is not a workshop, yeah, like how I usually doing it. Today will be more like a sharing, yeah, my personal sharing, and you can learn something along the way as well. Yeah, because a lot of today's sharing is a lot got to do with barter, how I use barter to started my career. Because why I actually conduct this sharing today, this live sharing, is simply because of one thing. Because every day, you never miss any day that I receive a lot of questions that asking me the same thing, right? How can I become a coach? Yeah, where to start? How many of you here have the same uh, goal as well? Maybe not full time, maybe side gigs. You want to do something, right? So and type the word me, yeah, in the chat box. Where okay, so some of you are watching this from YouTube, some of you watching this from Facebook. Okay, all right. Okay, now Jade. All right, you're from YouTube. Okay, nice. Okay, great. Wow, so many me here. So it seems like a lot of you here want to be a coach. Okay, all right, great. So before we continue here, yeah, let's do me a favor here. Yeah, help like and share this post. Okay. All right. So and so more people will benefit from this. So and just click the like button or the share button. Yeah. So this video here can actually broadcast to more people. So more people can actually enjoy from today's sharing. This will make my time worthwhile, and so more people can learn about today's sharing. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for your support and help here. And now how do we start this? Okay, first of all, I think just like last weekend, yeah, we have a live event, Tribe 2023. How many of you here been there? Okay, type the word me. Yeah, you be there in person event. That were probably the first in person event that we did since pandemic. All right, okay. Yeah, so yeah, I get to meet a lot of people, and they also asked me one of the questions that they asked me is also about how to become a coach, right? Because once you learn parts or achievement, there must be okay. So many of you here are okay, nice. Okay, well, so many of you attended the live event. Okay, great. So if you didn't attend, never mind, there'll be more to come. Yeah, but today I just want to actually share with you the steps, right? So a lot of people curious. And after you learn Bazi, then what happened, right? After you learn Shimen, what happened? So I'm going to share with you today. And I agree, yeah, that the fact that you want to actually create a new source of income, because you know that in the new world, yeah, I would say that in the period 9, one single source of income is no longer enough. It's no longer sufficient. How many of you here agree with me? Yeah, if you actually live maybe 30 years ago, yeah, with one you can actually depend on one source of income, right? The company will take care of you. You have a pension package, but the world doesn't work like this anymore, right? Any company can fire anyone without any reason, right? Cost cutting and so many things, right? So therefore, job security no longer exists in period 9. Agree, right? So therefore, I think it's smart, right? That some of you here actually thinking like what I read from the chat box right now. A lot of you want to actually find another source of income, right? Yeah, because if it's anything happen to your day job, if you have a backup, you still can survive. You still fine, right? You won't actually get affected by it. So and the how I go to actually help you to do this, because I want to realize one thing first, right? That the secret to actually create a successful career or business is about working hard. Yeah, it's true, right? Because I never seen anyone that insanely successful that is not working hard, right? So, but there are one part I want to add on top of it. Yeah, this that only valid while you are still young, okay? Because you have the energy, you have the drive, you have the hunger to do it. Yeah, but when we reach certain age, right, working hard might not be the option. Do you guys agree? Because at time you're more into stability, right? You don't want to actually make huge change anymore. You want to settle down, you want to maintain, because you have a lot of commitment, not only to you, for you, but also for your family as well, right? Yeah, so therefore when you reach certain age, hardworking no longer the secret to become successful. Then what is the other part? The other part here is about you need to learn how to leverage. That's why I always keep telling people, yeah, by all means, right, you need to find something, additional source of income, so you can fall back into it, especially during your old age. And think about this, right? When we are getting older, our energy become lesser. What do you think the best job to have? Of course, anything that doesn't require much demand on our physical energy, but more on our experience, uh, about our wisdom. Yeah, so we are using the mind rather than our energy from our physical body, isn't it? So therefore, yeah, one of the so-called profession or the side gigs that I always recommend people is become a coach, right? Since you're learning parts, right? Then I'll say it'd be good to actually become a coach. You can help people along the way. You can make some money, and then you also have a backup plan for your career, right? Even though one day suddenly your boss tell you that okay, you're no longer needed in the company, you're still fine, right? You have some backup to fall onto. So, and therefore, this is the first plan. I think all of us here must have, especially in period 9. And the good thing here is, do you know that coaching is one of the most high demand profession in period 9? Okay, if you don't know, now you know. Yeah, I'm telling you, yeah, in period 9, there are few profession that will be in huge demand. For example, like analytics, yeah, data analysis will be one of it. And one of it is about becoming a coach. Yeah, because now period 9, improvement, yeah, is the one of the most demand in the market. Okay, great. So how do we actually do this? Okay, I see now more people coming in. Okay, like okay, Celine, hi Iverson. I'm in transit in Singapore airport watching you. Oh, great. Okay, nice. Okay, great. So Joshua here say yes, agree that one salary is no longer enough. Okay, now knowing is one thing, right? I think all of us here know this, but only a small percentage of us really take action. We only take action when the retrenchment happen. Only that time we feel the pain, only we take action. That time probably a little bit too late, right? So the best time to take action is while you're still having a job, your job is still secure, so you don't need to worry too much. You can focus on creating your side gigs. You guys agree? So I always tell people, right, the best time to start your own part-time business or side gig, the best time to do that is actually while you're still having a job. So you don't have much worries, you can concentrate the task on hand to building your business. You guys agree? That's the best time. A lot of people ask me, right, Alison, can you share the best time for me of the date selection? I don't care about that first, right? The best time is now or yesterday, right? So while you're still having a job, better start something. So you don't need to worry about revenue first, right? So you can concentrate on building your business. So therefore, this is the part I always tell students. And now, why is coaching? Yeah, beside okay, we talk about is one of the huge demand in period 9. I think that become a parter coach especially is pretty cool due to the fact that it's fun, okay, and you can control your own schedule. Yeah, how about that? Right, because you can actually make your own call, right? When to do the appointment, And the best part here is you can do the consultation, yeah, at virtually anywhere in the world, right? While you're on the beach, right? Just now, Celine is in the airport, right? As long as you have internet connection, you can actually having a consultation. You can work anywhere. So isn't it cool? And then you can actually plan your time. Okay, maybe today you're not in mood. you can actually not do any consultation today, right? So it's cool. And sometimes if you're doing this via virtual, like a Zoom or online, yeah, you can wear your pajamas while doing this coaching. Yeah, I would say probably it's one of the best job in the world. Yeah, because I think one of the most valuable commodity is freedom, right? Yeah, because why want to make more money? So we have freedom, we have control, we have the control to choose whether we want to work or not, who we work with, who we spend time with, or where I want to be right now, right? So all this is freedom. So, and the best part I discovered through coaching is also you're able to meet people from different walks of life, right? You can meet business tycoon, you can meet entrepreneur, you can meet I would say professionals. There are so many of them, right? So and through that, you're actually able to build network, right? Networking. This is the I would say byproduct or something you can or by benefit you can actually enjoy from actually becoming a coach. Because a lot of people keep asking me, hey, I was said, how do you connect to more people, right? How do you know more people? So because if you just go to a dinner function, you say, hey, introduce yourself, people might thinking, right, why want to know you, right? What is your value there, right? So it might not be effective use of your time. I would say one of the way here is you become a barter coach and you're able to actually offer something like, from the metaphysic point of view about finance, about business, about career. A lot of people want to talk to you. They want to connect with you because you have something that they don't, right? They might be a great business owner, right? But they might not able to see all the blind spot, which in fact the parter chart can actually tell them. So this is how you get connected. So being a parter coach for quite some time, I started this since 2017 professionally. Then I from those consultations, I get to meet a lot of people, and a lot of them actually is my noble people. They're actually giving me some advice about finance, about how to build a business and all those things. And that's why sometimes you might wonder how come all my courses there's so many new fresh content. Yeah, I cannot say that everything comes from me, right? So those mentors that actually teach me, I actually incorporated it into, and then I combine with metaphysics so I can deliver a lot of contents to all of you here, right? So have you guys actually watched some of my webinar before, right? Or attended my program? Type the word me. How many of you here actually uh, actually watched my webinars and some of my program? You attended some of my program before, like Period 9 Masterclass, Awaken Your Entrepreneur Destiny, Millionaire Destiny, Investment Breakthrough in Period 9. Type the word me. Let me see some are my students. Okay. All right, great. Vunko. Wow, so many of you here. Great. Oh, wow, so many of you here coming today. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for coming in. Wow, so many of you. Okay, great. Nice. Okay, thank you. There are much more, right? Okay, so I can read from the comment, although it didn't feature in the screen here. Yeah, I actually able to see. Wow, so many. Payfan, Nancy. Okay, great. So, and now yeah, because I combine my life experience and also some advice from my client and also my research, and then therefore I create program not to talk about theory. All right, I think theory is boring, right? Who want to learn about theory? I think the whole reason why people learning Chinese metaphysics, Bazi, or Feng Shui is simply a one thing: they want a better life, isn't it? You want a better outcome in life. You want to be happier. You want to be healthier. You want that vitality so you can achieve your goal, not only for yourself, but for your family as well. Great, right? So therefore, I hope that throughout today's session, I help you to point you to the right direction if you want to actually create your side income. I believe just now I asked this question from the start. All of you here actually interested to become a barter coach, right? So now the next logical question is to ask yourself, since you know all the benefit, what's stopping you from doing it? Is it a good question to ask? Right? A lot of people talk a good game, right? They're very philosophical. They talk a nice talk, a pep talk, right? But in the end, they do nothing. Have you met someone like this? Yeah, wow. Yeah, wow. You're hearing them actually giving a speech is so inspiring, right? But in the end, they do nothing. They just talk. How many of you here have the privilege to meet someone like this? It could be your friend, or it could be someone close to you. Okay, so would you like to help them? Yeah, if or maybe you're one of them and you feel guilty right now, right? So, but I want to tell one thing here: you don't need a great past to have a great future, right? Your future will change the moment you make decision right now to change the direction. So this is one of the two um, that actually is very powerful. You can use Bazi to help you to make the shift. So now, in order to then what's stopping you really? Yeah, I want to know first, right? So tell me, type in the chat box right now, what actually stopping you from doing it? Okay, let's see. Yeah, think about it, and then you type it in the chat box. I know some of you actually say that I don't want to give wrong advice to other person. How many of you have the same fear? Right? So, okay, all right. So let me see some comment here. Okay, this one say I don't believe in me. And Frederick say price, confidence, what to say, how to deliver too much. Okay. Fear of failure, fear of losing face. Okay, great. I'm struggling to deliver information in social media. Okay, how about I give you some advice here that can solve all this problem here? Would it be cool? Yeah, I think we need to actually go through this limitation first, right? So, and you discover that a lot of fear. Yeah, the thing I see here, there's a lot of fear, and it's normal. I think all of us here have fear. And I think one the top popular, I wouldn't say popular, the if you want to actually arrange it in the list, the number one, the top one would be come from they're afraid of giving wrong advice to other, right? Okay, now let me if you are belong to that category, let me ask you one thing. Prior knowing Bazi, did you give any advice before to other people? Yeah, think about this. Prior knowing Bazi, before you even know Bazi, do you happen to give advice to anyone before? It could be your friends, your colleague, your family member, your children. Of course, right? So then why? Then that you suppose if you're afraid to give wrong advice, why you give advice in the first place? You're actually giving advice. So I'm all the time, and then now you're telling me, yeah, you're afraid to give a wrong advice. Yeah, it doesn't click, isn't it? So I think the true fear here is you actually you feel bad when you don't know how to deliver information. Agree? Right? So like some of you actually say that, right? You feel bad because there's an ego, right? That if you're a parts consultant, you must know you think that you should know every single thing. Okay, yeah. So this is the same fear as that I had as well, right? Because the like one of you mentioned, right, that they might not know what to say in a consultation. Like I think just now Frederick say that, right? Don't know how to deliver it. What if I can share with you, how you can do this? Would it be valuable for you? Yeah, worth your time of actually listening to this sharing today. Okay, so how I get started here is I everyone here start from something, right? There must be a trigger point, right? Most of the time, human nature, we don't start something because for fun, especially something that is requires some effort to do it. We start something because you have pain, right? We feel that I cannot actually stay like this anymore. Age are catching up. I need to do something. I behind of all my goals, or behind all my promises that I make to my loved one, for example. So therefore, that must be a pain, right? So now, you need to find yourself a pain, right? Otherwise, if you go through 7 killing years, you're going to find the pain as well. So either you initiate it or you wait for the right year to come. Okay. So I always believe that when we initiate it, it's better because we have better control on it. So from my side here, just to share with you a little bit about my background. I was a programmer before, so my full-time job. So as a programmer, I'm writing codes, I'm writing software, and you come to a point that I truly hate my job. I really hate it inside. From the outside, a lot of people think, "Oh, Iverson, it seems like you're so happy, right? And then you're laughing here, you joke here and there," but they don't know actually inside I feeling bad because I don't actually looking forward for my job, right? So most of the time, every week, Friday is my most favorite day, and Sunday evening is the worst day ever. How many of you have the same feeling? Why Friday night is my favorite day? Yeah, because thank God it's Friday, right? They have holiday coming in, right? So I can go for dinner, I can hang out in the club, so many things I can do. Yeah, but when it comes to Sunday, not Sunday morning, not Sunday afternoon, but almost like 5 p.m. in the evening, I say, oh my God, tomorrow Monday's come, right? I need to actually drag myself out of the bed and then go to work on a job that I don't like to do, right? So there's a pain there, but that's not enough, right? The thing that drove me to the tipping point is when I actually struggling financially, and then to add salt to the injury, that time also the same time, my parents actually told me that my father is a breadwinner at that time. So he told me that, hey, Iverson, I'm going to retire soon. Okay, so then all the pressure kicking in, right? So don't know what to do, right? As a son, yeah, there's the obligation, like everyone, that we need to support our parents. So if my parents retire, then we need to find more money, right? So that time I say, hey, I need to do something about it. So, and that's how I actually discover puzzle. And again, I had a lot of resistance, right? A lot of hesitation. You think about this, right? In life, if we can do anything without hesitation, would our life actually turn out much more better, right? But a lot of us hesitate, right? A lot, I want to do this, but so that time the same thing happened to me. So one of the thing is, I think a lot of you here pointed out just now, is I actually afraid that during a consultation, I don't know what to say. So finally, I discover one secret, and I'm going to share with you right now. Okay, now I want all of you here. Okay, first of all, I want to see how many of you here are truly committed. You see the importance of doing this to become or create your second income, your side gigs as a coach. Since you already invested some your money or your time in learning parts, right? You better make it a return ROI first, right? So type the word me right now. Let me see first to see whether I'm talking to the right group here or not. Okay, now take 30 seconds, type the word me if this is you're serious about this. Okay, I see Jonalyn, Eureka, okay, Janet Wong, Frederick. Wow, so many. Okay, Emmy Long. Okay, hold on. The chat moved too fast. Pei Fan. Okay, great. Kala Xiang Hui, Joko. Okay, Moga Bingin. Okay, great. Wow, so many of you here. Okay, so which means that I'm talking to the right group here today. So how can we actually maximize the thing here to get started? Is first of all, are you guys actually familiar with Parzer? If you are new here, I think you need to actually plot your chart first. Get your chart handy. So if you haven't got your chart yet, yeah, that's the link for you as shown on the screen right now. Just click on the link and get your Parzer chart ready. Okay, so this is how I got started. So and how do I do it that time is I actually a lot of people asking me this question, right? Say, hey, Alison, how long it takes to actually start before you are confident to do consultation. And a lot of people actually surprised when I told them I only need 1 day. Right? I was saying, are you crazy? Right? But let me just explain to you first, right? I'm nowhere talented, right? So if you think I'm talented in Parser, definitely no, right? And I'm not that intelligent. Okay. Right. So I'm a slow learner. So imagine this, right? So I already have a bad start like that, right? So I'm not talented nor intelligent, right? So if anyone here can use 1 hour to learn something, probably it would take me like 2 hours or more. Okay, that's how slow learner I am. So and how do I do that, right? How do I pull this off within 1 day? Because I realize that we will never be ready. Yeah, because when you think you're ready, there always a new information. Yeah, we're telling you you need to learn more. How many of you in that cycle? Once you say, okay, finally I learned this, and then discover there are another 10 things you need to learn. Therefore, you keep telling yourself, I only do this once you're ready. Okay, so the moment I realize, right, that we could never be ready, right? So we need to, if you want to learn how to swim, jump into the pool, right? So what I do that time, I say, hey, I need to get this started first, right? And how do I do that? I discovered that in the Parser chart, there are 10 stems. Okay, there are 10 stems here. Okay, let me show you what is this 10 stem is. Okay, this is 10 steps. So this 10 steps is the one I memorize. How do I actually able to do consultation for others after 1 day of learning BaZi? I just memorize these 10 steps. Now I'm telling you. Okay. Why I memorize these 10 steps here? Because these 10 steps represent characteristic or personality. Okay. So now, how hard to memorize 10 steps? Yeah, probably for you, it took you like 1 hour because only 10 items, right? So for me, because I'm a slow learner, it took me like 5 hours or 6 hours just to memorize everything. This 10 stamp here. So, and after that, I actually tell all my friends, I say, now I'm learning BaZi and I can actually read your BaZi chart. Will you be interested? But there's a disclaimer. I only can read your personality. Would you be interested? And you don't need to pay anything. It's free. Yeah, would you be interested to learn this? So that's learn more about yourself and why this is important. Yeah, do you realize that your personality, beside your skill, your personality also one of the factor of your career success, isn't it? Right? Would you like to know what's stopping you, yeah, from getting to the your promotion or recognition? So that's how I sell my consultation that time. Yeah, who don't want a better career, right? So, and also tell them in order to actually create a better relationship. I always believe that the quality of our life is a direct reflection of the quality of our relationship. Agree? Right? So therefore, would you want to know what is your personality deal with your spouse? And also, do you know that your network is your net worth? I don't care how hardworking you are, but if you don't know how to connect to people, your achievement will be limited. So would you interested? And I'm going to tell you all this for free. Yeah, because I'm learning, right? So I actually honest with them. So therefore, why? Yeah, I want you to actually think about why I'm doing this. I actually reframe the whole consultation. I only talk about personality because I only memorized the 10 steps, right? So I didn't lie to them. I tell them upfront, I'm going to talk about personality. If you ask about nobleman or something else about your health, that is not related, I'm not going to talk about it. Don't you think this actually sort of like remove all the pressure that I had, that I need to know every single thing? Right now, I don't have pressure. But the good thing here, I can get started. So that's how I do it, right? So now let me tell you the trick how I do this. Once I memorize all the 10-day master, now let me show you the chart again. Okay, this is a sample chart, right? So what I do that time is I just, let me see whether I can write something. Okay, great. So how I do this is like this. You see, there's a year, month, day, and hour, right? So what I'm going to do here, you see in a year, there's a stamp here, one of the 10 stamps. The month, there's one of the 10 stamp here. The day is one of the 10 stamp, and the hour also one of the 10 stamps. Sometimes certain chart you got repeated. It's even easier. Okay. So now the year. I know that the year represents your personality with your social circle, your friends, or your first impression. So we'll talk about this. If you want to know about career in your personality or your attitude towards your working environment, I'm going to look at the month. So I want to know about your relationship, your personality, I'm going to talk about the day. You want to talk about your hour represent your aspiration, who you want to become, I'm going to talk about the hour. So think about this, right? If I spend 15 minutes on each of the pillar, the whole consultation already 1 hour, right? Yeah, so that's how I got started. Isn't it hard like this if you just need to remember the 10 steps? Yeah, the secret here is to get started first. And once you become better, let's say, suddenly you discover, you learn about nobleman already. So on that client, once you learn it, you tell your client, hey, today, since my book is so good, I'm going to give you additional content, which is about nobleman. Now your client is happy, agree or not? And from there onwards, you start to gain momentum, because in the end, life is like this. We need small win first. A lot of people always think that, okay, they want big win, I want to make the first million. No, right? You want to be a millionaire, make the first win, Maybe you want to make $1,000 first, right? Then later on 10,000, 100,000. That's how we created success. So when we actually stack all the small wins, we gain one thing: we gain momentum, right? Once we gain the momentum, then we can actually we take a lot of action. Yeah, the reason people procrastinate because they don't have momentum anymore. That's why they find it hard, even they know they should do this, but they cannot get themselves to do that. Agree? Yeah. So it's not because they're lazy, because the momentum is missing. Okay. All right. So do you like this way to get started? Yeah, I just shared with you. Do you like this or not? Do you find this valuable? Yeah, type the word yes if you find this valuable and give you confidence how to do this. Of course, this is not the only way, but this is the way I got started. Okay. All right. Great. Great. Nice. So now let's see all your comment here. All right, Joshua, Natalie, Jonalyn, Frederick, Robin. All right, great. Amy, nice. Oh, so many of you here. Fatima Hassan. Okay, once you do that, right? So once you actually do this, then the other part here is about the next challenge that I have at that time is also because I'm an introvert person. How many of you are introvert person? That you don't like to talk, because being a consultant, sometimes I also need to be a teacher, right? I need to talk to students, yeah, in a room, yeah. So and I have a slightly challenge there because it's not my nature. Type the word me if you're also introvert. Okay, Frederick O say you are. Are you sure or not, Frederick? It seems like the last weekend you talk non-stop, you know. Okay. All right. Yeah. Okay. You need to reevaluate again. Yeah. Check back your chart. Yeah. So, okay, guys, since you're talking about this topic here, let me give you some. The part here is about how to overcome this part, right? So, but do you know the definition about what is introvert versus extrovert or not? What is the difference here? Yeah, I would say the introvert person, they don't derive their energy from external. Yeah, they don't derive from socializing. They derive energy from internal. So sometimes they spend some time thinking, contemplating, or maybe cultivating their thoughts as well. Right? They're introvert. Okay, so and like me, yeah, I'm not saying that I'm antisocial. I still go out, but I need time for myself to do my work. I also find enjoyment while doing things. Yeah, pet project or reading books. Some I need some me time here, right? I cannot, like, you put me outside. I 24/7. I just talk to people. It drain my energy because I need time to think a little bit. Okay, but a lot of people will think, right, if you are introvert, you might not make you a great consultant or a teacher or a speaker. Yeah, this is the public misconception about being an introvert person. Yeah, but I want to tell one thing here, right? Because if you are introvert, actually is a good, I would say, is a great opportunities for you to explore this, because when you are introvert, you have one thing. Since you're thinking a lot, you have a lot of insights when you do sharing. Agree? Right? Because they're actually spending time contemplating about life principles, life cycles, yeah, wisdom. So when they're actually sharing, you find a substance to it, right? There's a depth into the knowledge. Yeah, there's a profound wisdom behind it. Yeah, so I think that in long run, yeah, introvert person actually can become a great speaker as well. Okay. All right. So now, just a quick run through. Do you want to learn a quick way to determine whether you're more introvert person or extrovert person? Do you want to learn this? Okay. All right. Great. So how do you do this here? Let me see. Okay, I can bring out something. Okay. Now, if you're talking, these are the 5 elements that have essence or the attributes of become of introvert energy. Okay, DW, EG, DO, F stand for friends, and DR stand for direct resource. Okay. All right. So these are the 5 elements. Yeah, just remember this first. And where do you look for this is you look at the chart again. I want to focus on the month, only the month. All right, because the month is your nature. So you can look at the top or you can look at the bottom. Do you have some of you have mixture is fine. So do you have some of it is an introvert element or not? Okay, so if most of it is introvert, yeah, that might be your true nature. Now check only the month. That is easy, right? Okay, so there are top and bottom. I think most of you have mixture. Yeah, just look at the dominant one. If you have one of it, if you have one of the introvert element, there are part of you is introvert as well. Okay, which means you're a thinker, you're smart, right? You're not just a party goers, right? You spend time actually sharpening your saw. So this is the thing. Okay. Now, yeah, this is a quick way to actually evaluating your parter chart. Like me, in my month pillar, all of them is DW, direct wealth. Okay, am I a pure introvert? Yes, it is. Okay, I'm a pure introvert, right? DW on top and also in the bottom. So it's 100% confirmed is introvert, right? So like if some of you see me on stage, right? I talk a lot, sharing information. Yeah, but in a real person, I didn't talk much, right? I don't see a reason why I should talk a lot. After I wear different hats, right? The hat of becoming a teacher. Then once I off stage and when I socializing, I like to be the listener. I like to observe. I like to listen what my friends saying rather than talk a lot. Okay, so therefore I also belong to this. So that time I used to think, introvert, I cannot be a teacher or a speaker. Yeah, but now I'm telling you that is being introvert or extrovert doesn't stop you from becoming a coach. Okay, which in fact introvert give you more advantage because now you have depth to it. Okay, all right. So hope that this also give you another boost of confidence if you thinking, yeah, that you're introvert, you cannot do this. Yeah, a lot of I'm telling you, I noticed a lot of great speaker, and this is a world class speaker. A lot of them here, they doesn't talk much off stage. Yeah, if you have the chance to meet with a lot of all these great speaker, yeah, I would say that like 5 years ago, I like to attend all these seminars. The world class speaker. Yeah, that inspire me a lot on stage. Right, they keep talking nonstop. But when I meet them off stage, because sometimes I have the backstage pass, so they doesn't talk a lot. Okay, probably they're tired. I don't know. So this is the second point I want to share with you today. Right, it's about introvert doesn't stop you to do it. Okay, now, and the next thing here is why we doesn't change once we know this. Remember I told you just now is about pain, right? Because if you don't have the pain, you wouldn't move, right? I always say that there are only two force or motivation force in life. Either we motivated by pain or we motivated by pleasure. But pain or fear is the greatest motivator all time, right? So if I ask you to eat vitamin to become healthy, okay, sometimes I miss it out, right? But if you are in a headache right now, very painful headache, right? Aspirin, you're going to, by all means, you're going to take it, right? You have motivation to do it. So therefore, fear or pain is the greatest motivator in life, right? So now, how do we actually create those pain for us to change? So one part is we do it consciously, but sometimes we also in a period that that help us realize that there's a need to change. Yeah, then we can look at the luck pillar. Yeah, a certain luck pillar is a pivotal luck pillar or a breakthrough luck pillar. Okay, so if you're in those luck pillar, very likely either the environment will trigger a change for you or you feel so painful that you want to make a change. Not 10 years from now, but it's now. It's like this second. Okay, so I'm going to share with you a quick way. How do you actually evaluate this? So now I want all of you here to look at your current luck pillar first. All right, so do you know where's the luck pillar? Okay, let me show you first your luck pillar. Okay, the luck pillar is this one. Okay, this is a luck pillar. The highlighted there. Okay, now once you look at this luck pillar, there's a lot of contents inside, right? So, and I'm going to tell you, if you have any of these three items, which I about to show you right now, which means that you are in the breakthrough pillar. So let me show it to you now. There are three items that represent that you want to pivot to something, or you have a chance to change totally your career. So it's either 7 killings, hurting officer, or rock wealth. These are the three aggressive stuff. So now check back on your luck pillar. Do you have this at your current luck pillar or not? If you have this, you're open to change. So let's say this is a luck pillar, you check at the top and also you check at the bottom. There are only two areas on it. Okay, so let me just erase this. Either here or here. Only these two parts. So if you have any of this luck pillar, then somehow you might feel bored, because if you don't feel the pain, you won't change, right? You might feel uncomfortable, or you don't like your job, right? Or maybe you have some problem with your boss, or something, that trigger you to make a change. Check on your chart. Does it rings a bell? That's how powerful Bazi is. Okay, so now let's not think about whether it's the top or bottom. It doesn't matter right now. That when we do a once study, then we talk about that's the difference between top and bottom. The fact you have it, which means that you already have those energy within you. This is a seeds of change. So you want to plant the seeds during these luck pillars, so you can grow into different direction later on. Okay, now check your chart. How many of you here actually contains the seeds of change? Okay, type the word me if you actually discovered either three things: 7 killings, hurting officer, or rock wealth. Okay, all right. So some of you have a lot, some of you have don't. Then you need to consciously do the change, right? Because the environment doesn't actually play a part. So for me, that time I'm going through hurting officer. That's why I feel I'm not happy, on my job, and I want to make a change, want to do something. Hurting officer have this rebellious energy, so that time I want to challenge myself, do something different. Because when I actually make a shift to become a coach, I also encounter a lot of resistance and rejection as well, right? Like some of the relatives say, Iverson, why are you doing this, right? So your parents supported you to learn IT, information technology, and now you want to change to something that they don't know what it is. They thought Bazi is something, is a magic spell or something, which in fact is not, right? So, but I didn't waste my time educating them or explaining to them. I just don't care, right? I just actually move forward like this. So if you have this, the more item you have, the more drastic the change is. Remember, there are three, right? So if both of it you have this, then the more drastic. So like that time, I actually have a lot of this. So I actually changed from a programmer where I don't talk to people, I just look at the screen, to become a teacher and a consultant. Is it drastic or not? Yes, it is. And is it easy? No, definitely not. Being an introvert, right? Ask me to stand on stage. That is a problem for me. I still remember the first time when I get on stage, there are only 2% in the room. I already scared like hell. Only 2%, two audience in the room. Okay. And the funny part is, I know who is the audience is. It's my friend. I was so afraid. Can you imagine that? All right. So that is certainly something that I'm not too proud of, and it happened last time. Okay. So I go through that. I still remember that one time a bookstore invited me to actually give a talk inside the bookstore, and then they have a chairs in front, right, on stage. And then when I start to talk, no one is there. You know how embarrassed it is. right? So that I said, oh my God, right? No one listening, right? So, and then I asked my colleague to, can you just fill up some seats there, right? At least it doesn't look so awkward, right? So at least I feel better. And then after I talk like 10 minutes, and then suddenly there are elderly lady sitting there. I said, wow, okay, maybe I did something right. Maybe I say something interesting that attract someone sitting there. And later on, I found out that actually the old lady doesn't really pay attention of what I'm saying. He's just being tired and just is just sitting there for rest. Okay, for a few minutes. This is the part I'm going through. Yeah, there's so many of them, right? So, but since you're going through this love pillar, I say, okay, right, I need to go through drastic change. So I do it no matter what. Okay, so this is the starting point. That I didn't talk a lot about this, but since we're talking about this topic, yeah, now you know. A lot of people keep thinking, right, oh, must be smooth sailing. No, right, there's a lot of struggles. I still remember like someone just pulled me aside and said, Iverson, you're not cut out for this, right? Why you're becoming a speaker? You're much better off as a programmer, right? So I asked him why you say this. Then he told me that he have experience. He are good in judging people. He told me that you're not cut out to be a speaker. And that crushed my heart because he's one of the person I also respect a lot. Okay, so I go through all this. So therefore, it's painful, but it also gives me a fuel, yeah, to move forward. So and that time I'm being thankful that there are people that support me along the way that say, Iverson, yeah, just continue. Yeah, don't listen to all these naysayer. That's how we do this through. And then the Barter chart guide me along the way to make several transformation. Okay, all right. So if you have this thing here, then you need to actually like the HO, RW, and 7 killing. You know, ask yourself, what are you waiting for? Right? If you want to pivot, you want to change, this is the period to change. If you pass those period, you might not have the drive anymore to do it. Okay, do you find this discovery important to you or not when you read in your chart, inside your Barter chart? Okay. All right, great. Nice. I'm glad that you like this. So, and let's see. Okay, don't worry. Later on, I'm going to spend some time actually answering your questions. I know a lot of questions here. Yeah. So, do you want? I do a Q&A session later so I can answer most of your question. Yeah, I decided to actually do this by the end of the session. Oh yeah, and one thing. Yeah, I'm glad the team remind me as well. Yeah. So I also want to announce one bonus in the end. Would you want more bonus? Okay. So yeah, stay tuned to this. Yeah, there are much more interesting thing, yeah, to discover. Okay, all right. Now, and then there's another problem that actually stopping people, yeah, to learn this is, especially when someone learn a little bit about Barter, right? They learn a little bit about Barter and then they tell me, Iverson, I don't have HO element. So therefore I cannot become a teacher. I don't have the output element. I don't have the speaker element, the kind of worries. How many of you here actually have the same issue? Now you find a Barter as your excuse or your defense mechanism for you not to do something. You want to blame, you want to channel the blame to your Barter chart. As if like the Barter chart caused all this thing here. Right? So yeah, there's a lot, right? People tell me, Iverson, I don't have HO. Then how can I become a speaker? So let me tell you, right? So becoming speaker is not a different breed. I think the ability to speak is a gift from God. Agree? Right? You better be grateful. Some people cannot speak. Yeah, but the fact you're able to speak, yeah, it's a gift. You better utilize it. Anyway, we talk to people every single day, right? What makes you think you cannot speak? Right? Just because you don't have facial in the chart? Yeah, who are you kidding to? Okay, you talk to everyone every day, right? So therefore, the reason you want to become a speaker is because you want to impart more positive energy, you want to help people, you want to make impact to people, right? That is it your goal or not? Right? So that's the whole reason, right? Why you want to teach something, you want to help more people by after learning something, you want to help people. So I say that instead of thinking about sharing, instead of talking about speaking, why not you channel it about sharing something? Yeah, when you share something, you don't have pressure, right? So this is what helped me along the way as well, because I used to be so tense right before I get on stage, because I have this desire to perform, right? To ensure that I actually hit the right chord every single time. And this give me hell a lot of pressure. So now at that time, I actually change, I aware of this, and then I say, hey, I'm not there to actually give the world-class performance. I'm there as a person to share something that I found it useful. And the moment I realized this, then the fear just disappeared like this. Okay, now, so let me make a statement here. You might need to write this down. You don't need a HO to become a speaker. Yeah, this thing here is people created this theory. There are no basis to this. Okay, write this down. Whether you have HO or not is irrelevant. Okay, all right. So now, then how can we read the speaking ability from the chart? I would say everyone can become a speaker, but all of us here have different style. Okay, to become more effective. So do you want to learn what kind of speaker are you? Regardlessly, whether you have HO or not. Would you want to learn this or not? Type the word yes if you want to learn this. Okay, let me see the comment box right now. Okay, nice. So now, what I want you to do here is to look out at the, scroll down your parter chart, and then I want you to look at the radar chart here. You see this diagram here? Okay, I want you to look at which is the highest point or the strongest point here. So there are two shapes here. I want to look at the beige color. All right, so for this case here, this example here, of course, this point is the highest. So it's called output, right? It's called output here. So now I want you to look back on your chart. I want to see which one is your highest point among the five. It could be wealth, it could be output, it could be influence, it could be companion, it could be resources. Which one are you? Okay, some of you say resource and all those things. Okay, so I'm going to give you some information so you can train yourself, become a speaker on that direction. There are 5 different directions of becoming a speaker. And do you want to learn this? And this information alone is worth, I would say, easily $1,000 easily, because this will actually cut down your learning process and speed up your progression. How many of you here want to get this information for free? Now, not tomorrow, but now. Okay. So the law of exchange here. Yeah, if some of you just join. Yeah, just like the post right now, or you can share the post. Yeah, do it now, because I'm about to share with you five different type of speakers. Okay, click the like button and also share the post. Click the share button so you can benefit more people. So you pay it forward, right? You want me to help you? You have to share this information to more people, so indirectly I can help more people. Okay, all right. This is a ripple effect, because a lot of people need to know this. Yeah, there's a lot of time people think they're not a great speaker because they go the wrong direction. Okay, great. So now, let me share with you. There are only 5, right? Remember, either wealth, output, companion, influence, and also resources. Let me start with wealth first. If your wealth is the highest among all the 5, which means that the type of speaker are you, your style here of teaching or consulting is more on instructing. You know, tell people, hey, this is what you should do. Yeah, no excuse, right? Just do whatever it takes. So you actually instructing people, you become more effective that way. Okay, people might feel that you're not very sentimental, you're not very compassionate, but it's fine because you're result oriented. You say you want to get this, yeah, I don't care how you feel. This is what you do to get it. Yeah, stop being a crybaby. If your wealth element is the highest, the way you teach is you actually instructing. Okay, no nonsense, no bullshit, no beating around the bush. Yeah, quick, direct, precise. Okay, normally they don't care about your feeling. They only care about the results. Process is irrelevant. Okay. So, okay, I see some of you is, how many of you here actually, your highest is the wealth? Type the word me. Yeah, so when you actually incorporate this element into your coaching or your teaching, yeah, then you found that you're in your element, you're in the zone. So you can attract people, you maximize your potential, and your client like that because that's who you are. That's your attraction point. Okay, all right. Is this a useful information? You won't get this information elsewhere. Okay, yeah, because I discovered this throughout my experience and practice. I compiled this and I discovered there are 5 types of speaker. Now you know. Okay, the next one. If your output is the strongest, then your style of delivering information, you actually teach to inspire. Okay, people follow you because they got inspired by you. It could be your story, it could be your achievement, or could be your wisdom, right? It's about inspiration. Yeah, people feel more hopeful. So if your output is the strongest among the 5, when you talk, you're talking about creating possibilities, seeing a better version of yourself. It's about having a motivation or inspiring quote. Yeah, that is the one that that is your real talent as a speaker. Okay, develop that part. It's a feel good speaker, right? Once they actually listen to your talk, they feel empowered. They start to see more possibility of creating change. You inspire them by stories. So if your output element is the strongest, you must relate a lot of stories within your presentation. Okay, great. Yeah, that one is the output element. Now, the next one here is friend. Okay, so, or companion. Okay, so if your companion is the highest, you become the most effective speaker or a teacher or consultant is when you're able to relate to them. So which means that you're going to actually talk about similar experience that you faced before, so you can bring down to their level so they can feel related to you, right? You don't want to position yourself as too high up, and then they are here now. So try to tone yourself down to the level, because companion element is about friend, right? So they feel that they are relatable to you. Okay, that is the key. Yeah, to connect with your audience. All right. Yeah, let's say you're multi-millionaire, right? Don't tell them you are that, right? Share with them your struggles. Yeah, share with them how you make it. You understand their pain, right? Share with them. You also have the same fear too. Yeah, even that you're rich, but it doesn't mean your life is perfect. There are a lot of flaws you need to iron out. That is the companion nature. Okay. All right. Great. So do you like this piece of information? Type the word yes. Because I cannot see you physically. I can see on the chat box only, right? So yeah. So do you like this? Do you want to learn more? Type the word yes if this information important to you. I can share with you all day long. Okay, great. Yeah, I see a lot of yeses coming in. Okay, nice. Okay, at least now I know my time is worthwhile spending here to share with all of you here. Great, nice. Now the next one. The next one is influence. Okay, so if your highest point is influence element, it means that your style of delivery of your content or your teaching has to be simplified. Okay, not too complex. Chunk down the things they need to do into something is so simple. It could be the next step, right? Instead of making 1 million, tell them the first step first. Maybe make the first 1,000. So if you're able to simplify complex information, then you become the great speaker. Yeah. If your highest is the influence, the keyword for you is simplify, and simplify. Yeah, because if it's too complicated, people will you felt overwhelmed, right? And then you prevent them from learning from you further, or you prevent them from taking action that could change their life. Okay, make it into diagram, make it into a model that easier for people to understand. Don't talk about those technical jargon, right? Relate to them with normal life, our situation. Yeah, that is how the influence element is. Okay, great. How many of you here are influence element? Type the word me. Yeah, let me see. Who is the highest is the influence element? Okay, all right. Nice. Wow, so many of you. Great. So now the next one, the next one here I want to share with you is the okay. Let me see. Let me look through this first. Okay, Jessica, Pamela, Somiento, Esti, Teresa, Carol Mark. Okay, all right, great. Sue A, Cho Cho. Wow, so many of you here got influence element. Nice. Okay, great. So now, then this leads us to the resource element, right? So if your highest point is resource, you want to become I would say, effective speaker. You want to make people feel that they learn a lot. Okay, if your resource, you're allowed to share some technical knowledge. You're allowed to share some history. So why people follow you is they feel that they learn a lot from you. Yeah, not only application, they learn about the background, they learn about the basic understanding, they learn about the fundamental of the subject that you are teaching. So if your resource element is high, you allow to go into detail, because that is the reason why people want to learn from you. Yeah, they feel good when you talk about the clash combined with this, and then there's a depth and emptiness. Your client like to hear that part from you. Okay. All right. So people feel that they learn a lot. Yeah, they feel educated. Okay, now someone asks who okay, ask what speaker are you, Iverson? So why not you guys make a guess here? Which one is my style? Is it wealth, output, friend, influence, or resource? Okay. Which one? Yeah, type. There are only five, right? Yeah, which one I use most of the time? Of course, I use five most of the time. That there must be a dominant one, right? Wow. Okay. Okay, Natalie, output. Yes, I use that a lot. One of my highest is output. Wow, a lot of you here got it right. Okay, output. Priya also say output. Nice, 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 nice. Okay, yeah, I also use influence as well. Yeah, so these are the two I use a lot. Yeah, output and influence. Nice. Okay, that's why to get people learning it. Remember just now when I said something about the 10-day master to get me started, that is influence out. I simplify things, right? So to get people get started, right? Because we will never be ready. Right? So might as well get started first, right? So this is what I do. So I use a lot of output and also influence. But when I do consulting one-to-one, then I use a lot of wealth element. Okay. Yeah, so I use a lot of wealth element. Why? Because if I discovered that you want to be effective, you want to implement change to client, you cannot sympathize with their problem. Because when you sympathize with their problem, you start to feel them, then you lower down your energy to that level. And when you are the same, they just feel understood, right? But you cannot help them because you see the same thing as they does. Do you agree with this? Right. So when you raise your level is so high, yeah. So of course, yeah, you might think, right? Oh, you should sympathize with your client. I don't, but I empathize them. There's a huge difference between sympathy and empathy. All right, because if I sympathize them, I cannot help them. I used to be like that, and it drained my energy. How many of you here feel tired after doing like a series of one-to-one consultation? Is the reason because you sympathize, right? You actually pull down unconsciously, you lower down your energy. That's why you got tired, right? If you're able to separate this, you say here, okay, you are go through a lot of bad things in the past, but now let me tell you what you can do moving forward. That is a wealth element. So during consultation, I use a lot of wealth element. So in my teaching, I use a lot of output and also influence element. Okay, does it make sense to all of you here? Do you learn something? This is deep, right? Yeah, this is transformation. How many of you appreciate, you see the depth in today's sharing? It's not just about talking about, oh, day master is this, you behave like that, right? That one is kindergarten, right? I think those information can get it everywhere. Okay, now hopefully this will guide you the next step to give you confidence to become a speaker, becoming a consultant. All right, and you need to master this fast. You know that now we're going through what economy downturn, right? You need to protect yourself and your family. This is how we do this. Okay, type the word me if you enjoy and you find this information that I shared just now useful, not only for you, but also for your family or even your clients. You can add value to your client just like this. Okay, let me see. Okay, type in the chat box so I can see your feedback. Nice. Thank you. All right, great. Wow, so many of you here today. Okay, great. So now, the next thing I'm going to do we still have time here? Okay, I can share with you another part. Do you want to learn more? All right, do you want to learn more today? Okay, nice. Okay, so now let's do this here. If you want to learn more about BaZi, there one thing I want to share with you here is whenever someone, or you might wondering, right, why someone have the same chart with you might end up in different so-called different destiny. Have you actually ever wonder why it's like that? Right? For example, like, okay, I know there are a lot of people in the forum or somewhere else, right, that say, oh, okay, like Elon Musk, right, chart must be good, right, because he's a billionaire. Or there are certain other, those are some celebrity, they make some mistake and then someone will analyze why it happened like that. So this is what I call retrospective reading. But do you know that, like, for example, like Elon Musk, do you know that there are another 30,000 charts, the same charts like Elon Musk? Right? If what you analyze is true, is valid, this outcome should also be consistent for the 30,000 same chart with Elon Musk, right? It should be the same. But how come there only one Elon Musk in the whole world? Yeah, how come like that? Okay, right? You think about this. And then, like, I think a few months back, talking about the Oscar, the slap, right? And then a lot of people go and analyze Will Smith parts, or this because it's like this, then it's like that. But you think about this, right? What's the point analyzing something after it happened? But do you know that there are so many people also the same chart as him? Are you saying that all of them also slap someone? No, right? So now, what create different outcome? Even the same chart. Yeah, your parcel chart is not that unique, you know. Do you know that? It's not that unique. Yeah, there are another living, walking person have the same chart as you do. 30,000 on average. Yeah, why is different? Yeah, share with me. Type in the chat box. What do you think? Yeah, why is so different? It's because of one thing, right? In our chart, there are 7 paths. There are 7 paths of destiny. Some of you say behavior. All right, great. Some of you say taking different action is cool. So then what kind of action we can take here? Why there's now I'm telling you, because there are 7 alternate destiny you could have. Why is 7? Because there are 7 pillars that we have in our chart. You might think, right, oh, it's only 4 pillars. No, you haven't counted the luck pillar yet. So let me share with you all the pillars here. Why is 7? Okay, hold on. I want to share my screen. Apparently, I cannot share it right now. Okay, let me share it again. Okay, something wrong here. Okay, hold on. Let me just do. Can you see the diagram right now? I don't think you can see yet, right? Okay, let me see here. Hello, hello. Can you actually hear me now? Okay, something wrong just now. Okay, now mind. We are back again. Okay, can you see the chart right now? Okay, great. Okay, so now, why I say is 7 is because it's this. This is the first one, second, third, fourth, fifth. The luck pillar is the fifth pillar, and six and seven. The seven pillar, right? So I think you're quite familiar with the year, month, day, and hour, and the luck pillar, right? But if you pay attention to this corner here, there's a life palace and conception palace. This also a pillar. Okay, let me see whether I can zoom in. Okay, now I'm zooming in here. So do you see life palace here? And then you see a conception palace here. This also a pillar. All right. So a lot of people keep asking me, hey, what is a life palace means? Right? Life palace represent your psychology of the world, your perception of the world. It govern your overall happiness. Do you think happiness is important or not? Of course, right? So what's the point having all the money in the world, but you cannot, and you're not happy? Yeah, you're suffering inside, right? What's the point? So therefore, the life palace is one of the, I would say, underrated pillar. A lot of people don't look into it, but this is, I would say, one of the most important pillar in BaZi. Okay, so the life palace govern your perception, your overall happiness, your psychology. How do you perceive things that happen to you? Do you see things happen to you or happen for you? It's something got to do with this life palace. Okay, so do you realize in the life palace there's an animal sign there? So why don't you type in the chat box right now, what is the animal sign of your life palace? Yeah, there's a huge it's a intensive study on this part. Okay, type in there. What is the animal sign? Is it a horse? Is it a, okay? Some of you say, okay, is a, okay, rat, snake. Okay, all right. So keep it coming. Okay, pig, ox. Okay, great. Monkey, dog. Okay, so I think one thing that we don't like is the life palace that clash with your year animal sign. Yeah, this is one of the things we don't like. Okay, if your life palace, let's say, is a dog, and your year pillar is a dragon, don't you think it's a clash? Right. So whenever there's a clash, you do some work or on your happiness level, right? You need to take a look into it, because anytime there's a clash, there will not be stable. Okay, that's one of the things that you can look in the chart. And now, of course, there are so many things here. Let me share with you one thing. How many of you here, your life palace is a tiger? Yeah, type the word me. If your life, I cannot do it all right now because it's very intensive explanation on each one of them. But let me just do the one thing here. Tiger. Type the word me if you're tiger. Okay, great, great, great. If your life palace is a tiger, yeah, this is a straight way of reading. Yeah, whatever animal sign, there's a certain meaning to it. So I see so many of you here is tiger. Let me see. Okay. Okay, tiger, tiger. Okay. All right. You're in good luck right now. Yeah, because I'm going to read out your analysis for you. Are you ready? Okay. So if your life palace is a tiger, maybe you don't have this, maybe your spouse have it or your children have this. So a tiger, if your life palace is a tiger, you belong one of the most smartest individual. All right, you're very creative, and then you're also blessed physically as well. And once you reach, this is according to a poem, once you reach middle age, you start to see wealth, opportunity, and authority. right? You start to see recognition. Okay. So the another thing here is if your life balance is a tiger, then you are good in finding shortcuts. You're great at that. You're great in discovering a quick way of achieving something. Yeah, that is your talent. If your life balance is the tiger. Okay. And but if it's a bad quality though, right? Like a clash, there's a harm, then they might become a scammer. Okay, but not all of you here. All right, only those are there's a lot of clash harm. Then they might actually figure out, a Ponzi scheme or something. Yeah, they're good at that because simply because they're good in finding shortcuts or quick way to make money. Okay, so from this alone, we also can see that they have a weak lower limbs as well, so that their knees are weaker, their ankle is weak. So pay attention to this, especially when you approach old age. So those tiger, do you feel this related to you? Okay, if you're a tiger, yeah, this is how quick you can derive information just like this. Okay, all right, great. So I see some of you. Do you like Life Palace? It's something new to you, right? Okay, great. So now it seems like there are a group of you here. I noticed that you want to become a coach, right? You want to become a coach. How many of you are serious about this, right? You want to actually become. I can actually share with you, yeah, how to get that. Okay, so now the first step, yeah, you might need to write this down. The first step to become a coach or a successful coach, a great coach where you can help people, is you must become better yourself first. All right. If you cannot become better first yourself, you cannot affect change on others. Agree? Right? So don't you think the first person you need to help is yourself? Today, you become your new best friend, right? You want to help yourself first, right? So therefore, you need to find a way to learn how to transform yourself. So this I want to share with you one is very important thing here is the secret in mastering parts. So secret in mastering parts is not just knowing a lot of formulas. It's nothing like that. It's not about knowing complicated formulas. It's not, right? It's about the mindset. It's how you actually study the chart. And I learned this the hard way. So I'm going to share with you this observation, yeah, that people go through when they learn puzzle to transform themselves. 95% of them, they just dump in a lot of information. They just learn and learn. There's always a new formula. And there's always someone claim that there's a more powerful formula out there, right? So, and after they learn all this, they only see one thing, a lot of stars. They don't know what to do with it. Have you met someone like this? They keep learning after 10 years. Yeah, nothing happened. This is a trap because they are consumed. They consume contents. They know a lot, but they don't know what to do with it. And they feel bad, right? Because nothing worse than you know everything, but you do nothing about it, right? So therefore, this is what I observe. Yeah, 95% of the people actually they're going through this. And those that actually can transform their life, you want to be a coach, you want to learn how to transform your life, right? Only 5% focus on transformation. Let me tell you one facts here. Do you know that in your parter chart, all the information are not created equal? Some of them is just icing on the cake, is not important, and some of them is transformational. So just like Pareto principles, right? So it's about 20% information of your parter chart that make all the difference. Yeah, that's why 95% of the people they try to read everything in the chart and then they're wondering why they cannot move ahead. So, but the 5% know what to look for and what to do. So this one we're talking about transformation. So which group you rather to be in? The consumption group or the transformation group, right? Because if you want to change your life, there are so many aspects you want to change, right? So if you become better yourself, you realize that everything else in your life will follow through as well. Because as a person, you're better, you're more resourceful, you are more driven, you're hardworking, right? You're kind-hearted, you have compassion, right? You are clear on what you want to do, right? You have full energy. So therefore, instead of picking each of the aspect, all you need to do is just to focus on yourself and talk, and also focus on how do you make use of Bazi to transform yourself first. Yeah, why is now, not other times? Because I think all of you here know that the world are getting tougher right now, right? So if you think about success in life, I like the quote from Jim Rohn. He said that success is not something you pursue, it's something you attract by the person you become, right? So the trick here of transforming your life using Bazi is to ask who you should become. Therefore, you need one thing: self reinvention. Yeah, this is the part that Bazi can help you. All right, how many of you here want to reinvent yourself instead of just studying blindly and do nothing, right? How about a guide for you? Okay, so now let me show you the path moving forward here. So you can actually, if you're interested to be someone to guide you as a coaching, you can actually engage me as a Bazi coach. So I do actually giving a lot of advice to people. Yeah, some of them are business people and who want to actually achieve something great in life. Yeah, this is what I do a lot, right? So if you're interested, then let me show you how to get that. So this would be the price. Yeah, US dollar 2000. And nowadays I don't do much of private consulting because it takes too much of my time. So my intake here is rather limited. Okay. All right. So, but I realize that, I cannot impact a lot of people if I just do coaching, right? Because it's one-to-one, right? So therefore, if you feel that you're not ready yet, yeah, and then the investment is a little bit steep for you. So how about this? Right. I also think about those people that want to learn Bazi to transform their life. Instead of giving them a fish, why not I teach them to fish themselves? Right. So therefore, and by doing that, they don't need to rely on me. They can actually create something by themselves. So by teaching, I can actually impact more people. So I actually design a program, a Bazi program, especially someone want to learn, not only know Bazi, but learn how to use it. I created what I call the revolutionary Bazi program. Okay, and what does it mean? It means that it's a step-by-step guided Bazi program for self-transformation, breakthrough, and happiness. This is a unique way. And if you can see from the way I share with you about Bazi, yeah, this is something very different, very unique, right? We're talking about transformation. So, and if you are interested, yeah, to join me on this, I'm very excited about this program. It's a new program. It's what I call the Ancient BaZi Secrets, the art of self-reinvention. I'm going to do this via online. It's virtual. So even you're from overseas, you can actually attend this right at the comfort from your own home. Okay, so this program, I only conduct this once, and this would be on 10 to 11 December. So which means it's a month from now, actually less than a month from now, right? So it's coming. And why? Yeah, let me tell you why I created this program. It's because I discovered people take like 10 years to learn something. And how about using 2 days so I can teach you how to use your Bazi chart to foster self-transformation? Would it be cool like this? So I'm going to remove all the unnecessary information that make you confused and only focus on what really matter. So therefore, this program is nothing more than a step-by-step framework that you can use to create a breakthrough in your life. Okay, now let me share with you, if you're interested on this, let me share with you what is the investment for this. The investment for this program here is 997. It's a 2 days live stream, and you can get access to the remarkable, all right, information for that most people don't get in their lifetime, right? So in the end, we don't just want one time good news or prosperity. We want continuous prosperity, right? So now, let me walk you through how this program here really works for you, right? Let's not just say something, but I'm going to walk you through the step by step about self-transformation. You want to learn how? Okay, I'm going to walk you through right now. So the first step of transformation is about taking control of your life. So what do I mean by taking control? Taking control means that you assume full responsibility about what happened to you in your life, for the good one and for the bad one as well. Because until a point you don't take responsibility, you cannot change anything, because you always think that the fault is always on external. Okay, make sense? So therefore, the step one here is to take control of your life by master the two forces that shape your destiny. So what I mean by that is this. The first one you need to learn here is inner self-mastery, because you know that nothing will change if you don't change, right? So all our procrastination, our fear, our worries. So the way I'm going to use here is, in your parcel, you discover there's a yin stem, right? You know what's a yin stem? There's a yang stem, there's a yin stem. So yin stem in parcel represent invisible. So when invisible means the mindset. So the first step of creating change is to change the invisible, is our thinking. Right, so you look at your parter chart, there's a certain yin stem that is the element you want to transform. So this is a high level of information you won't get elsewhere. And also, remember we talked about we have more options that we think we have. So our parter chart actually have 7 alternate destinies, like I mentioned just now. And think about this, you might be in the wrong one right now. Yeah, would you like to make a change? So it's time to get to know what is your other alternate destiny. Okay, great. So once you're able to do this, you take control of your life, these two forces, then we can look into life transformation. And how life transformation works here is to understand the life force alignment and how do we expand our life force. Because when our life force is strong, things work for us. So if our life force is weak, we feel like, everything is against us, right? So therefore, this is the part about life force. So I'm going to actually share with you the life force model, that is to help you to create or expand your energy, right? So we talk about the life and conception palace. I think this is a lot of people want to learn this, because why this is important? Because the life palace and conception palace is the root or your DNA, right? Is something you must do to achieve greatness. Yeah, so you need to understand from the root, where you're coming from, right? So therefore, this is important. And we also want to talk about restore your inner balance. By balancing the 5 elements, so we're able to achieve the state of peace, joy, or calmness, or confidence. I think this is really important. So you're going to learn about the advanced 5 elements. How do you actually balance this? Okay, I think this is very important, especially in period 9. And then the other thing I want to talk about here is about passion, life purpose, and happiness using parcel. Okay, I discovered that a lot of people discover their passion very late in life. So why not, right? We discover it now. If you discover too late, you don't have time to pursue it, right? It's too late. So, and do you want to know about your passion and your life purpose? Yeah, this is a part that a lot of people seems like having issues. So we want to actually put an end to this, right? So let's solve this problem. From your chart can give you the direction, where to do this. Okay, and this is the yin part. So the yang side of it, so of course you want to know there are certain chart that is recession proof. Okay, so you want to check whether your chart have this or not, or if it's not, how do you imitate it? Right, so this one thing is very important right now. And also I think this is very important, we also cover about health and energy activation. So you're going to learn about your health trigger point. And the one part I think also equally important, also luck creation secrets. Because I don't care, even you're very hardworking, if you don't have luck, right, you find it hard to achieve something. So that why some people are lucky than the others. The secrets is actually in the luck pillar. So we're going to deep dive into the luck pillar to see how can we actually create more luck in your life. Okay, so this is the part of it. So now, do you like this life force model? Cool, right? So now, how about we add in another one here, is learn from the best. So we could extract certain ancient wisdom from Pater and how all those sages practice Pater. this is where you also learn about top secret of Bazi application like life and conception palace, the 5 most powerful auxiliary stars, and how about shifting palace method for unfair advantage? Maybe you don't have wealth element, right? How do you use shifting palace to bring forth wealth element in your chart? And also, we're going to talk about advanced Bazi analysis. So I would say all Bazi students must know this. Okay, all right. So now, and much more. And some of you might wondering if I'm a beginner, will I able to benefit from this? Yes, of course, right? If even you're a beginner, you're able to benefit from this part, yeah, from this program, because this program is designed to teach you how to apply Bazi. I've been teaching this Bazi program for like so many years. I know how to actually deliver the information in the right sequence, in the right time, and the amount of information so it's good enough for you to take action and transform your life. Yeah, because it works for me, it works for my client. Okay, so now there you go, the Ancient BaZi Secrets program here. So it's a live stream from 10 to 11 of December. And now, how many of you here would like to know more? Wow, so many of you here already signed up for this. Okay, like Ceci and so many of you here. All right, thank you for it. So how many of you want to know more about this? Okay, let me encourage you further. So for today bonus, would you like to have some bonus here? So if you enroll today, this is what you're going to get. You're going to get a VIP access. Let me tell you what is this VIP access. VIP access is a platform where you can learn certain webinar that I didn't share on the public. So this is the secret information or insider information, yeah, that you can actually access to it. Okay, so do you want VIP access? Yeah, this VIP access is information I wouldn't actually share in the public, and also you cannot purchase this directly, right? There are no price to it. Okay, so now the first access you're going to get here is a 5 checkmate move in the year of Water Rabbit. So this is the first bonus here, and this is what you're going to learn. You're going to learn about 2023 Bazi in-depth analysis. You're going to learn 5 powerful winning moves in 2023, and how about profitable career or business, and more importantly also what things to avoid in 2023. Okay, so would you like to learn more? This is the first bonus that you're going to get. So would you like to learn more about this? Okay, great. So the next one, to encourage you further, I think this is due to popular request. A lot of people asking about soulmate and relationship analysis using Bazi. Okay, so you're going to get another bonus if you enroll today, where I'm going to talk about this. How about discover your soulmate blueprint? And maybe you want to boost your attraction energy without having a peach blossom. How about new relationship timing? Some of you want to look for a new one, or maybe you want to rebuild or strengthen your existing relationship. Yeah, if you want this, then you're going to like this second bonus here. Okay, great. So let me summarize everything for you. So the main program, the signature program here is 2 days Bazi Ancient Secrets. So it's a 997, and then you're going to get this bonus worth 297, the secret access to the 5 checkmate move in the year of Water Rabbit, and you also get the soulmate Bazi analysis as well. We'll get all this. So in total, there will be 1,591 in total. But if you enroll today, I want to share with you something. You can get everything above for just 497. So you are saving 68%. Yeah, so I know that you know this is valuable, right? This is something will help you. So if you decided you want to become a Bazi coach, or even you don't want to be a coach, right? You want to help yourself or your family, then yeah, this program is the right program for you. Okay, all right. So if you're interested, there will be the link here. So let me show the link on the screen right now, so you can actually join throughout this link here. Okay, great. So it's joeyap.com/abs. Okay, so pay attention to this. And now I want you to share with you one thing here is, if some of you feel that you doesn't have much thing happening in the past. Let me tell you, you don't need a great past to have a great future. What matters now is the decision you make from today onwards. Okay, and now, how many of you here would like to learn this? The team actually posted the link in the chat box. Yeah, you can click on the link. I saw Carrie Mark actually posted that, so you can actually click on the link and then to get yourself all these bonuses as well. Great. Yeah, so I'm going to see you on December. Now, how about one more thing? Dear one, remember I told you there'll be more bonuses. So, but for this one is rather limited. Yeah, we opened this window before, and for today in this this live broadcast here, I'm going to limit for the first 10 enrollment. They're going to open for the window for the first 10 enrollment. So you already got 2 bonuses, right? So if you be the first 10 person who enroll this, you're going to get one more bonus, which is Achievement Prosperity Manifesto for 2023. Okay, so this is an insider step-by-step guide how to manifest prosperity for achievement for 2023. I think some of you joined my Telegram before. You talk about manifestation, right? So how about a pitch for you? I write down the step-by-step what to say. Yeah, what to do to attract prosperity using achievement manifestation for 2023. So it's a guide, a step-by-step guide. So you just read it out and then you just manifest. So this is a PDF version. So we're going to actually deliver to you digitally on December. Do you like this bonus or not? Yeah, just in case. Yeah, just in case you don't actually, you're not able to attend this program live, there will be a 7 days replay for the main program and also for the bonus to do webinar just now. But if you be the first 10 to enroll today, you're going to get this additional Achievement Prosperity Manifesto. All right. Okay. So, and let me summarize this for you. So you're going to get this Ancient BaZi Secrets program, the signature program, and then you're going to get the do bonuses. And on top of that, if you be the first 10, you're going to get the Achievement Prosperity Manifesto that I curated myself personally. This is what I use myself. This is what I use for my client as well. Okay. All right. So there you go. There's a link here, joeyap.com/ABS. This is, then you can talk to the team. They're going to get you the bonus. All right. Great. All right. So now, some of you asked the question, I'm enrolling. Can I pay with debit card? I think you can. No problem. So you just talk to the team. The team is here. They can able to help you. Okay, Eureka Jones say, I love to attend. Great. I notice here a lot of you here already joining. So I'm going to actually, okay, like Fatima Hassan already enrolled, looking forward. Great. So nice. So let me share with you one thing here, right? So I would say that if you want to create something important, because period 9 is coming, it's a tough period. So your journey to making your best life starts here. Yeah? Make it a declaration that you want to change your life from now onwards. And if you think about this, if we divide it into a year, yeah, the investment here is just like $1.60, 40 cents per day, right? I mean, what can you do with $1.40 per day? And what if you use this money, yeah, to invest on education, on information that lasts for a lifetime? Not only can help yourself, but to help your children or someone you care about. I would say this is worth it, and you get all the bonuses as well. Okay. All right. So there you go. As to summarize this, all the things you're going to get. And if you're interested, click on the link and then you enroll. And the team, pay attention to the chat box. They're going to help you to answer certain questions that you might have on this program. Yeah. So, and again, there will be a replay 7 days if you cannot attend this at the actual date and time. I know some of you are overseas student, right? So you're overseas, then there'll be a 7 days replay. So you have time to watch it again. All right. Okay. So, and Fiorella say, will there be a replay for the bonuses as well? Yes, there will still be a 7 days replay for it. Okay. All right. So Nila Fadil say, I can open the link. Okay. Maybe Carrie or Steph can help Nila on this. So pay attention. The team is here in the chat box, right? They're more than happy to help you there. Okay, so I'm looking forward to see you in this program. And remember, be the first 10, you can get this extra bonus as well. Yeah, this is something that I actually do it myself. I created this. Yeah, this is to help you because not all of you have a great parter in 2023, right? So this manifesto will help you to actually to soften the blow or can increase the prosperity energy for you. Okay, great. So now, as promised, I'm going to dedicate some time here to answer some questions. Remember, there's a Q&A, yeah, in the last part. So now, if you have any questions related with what I shared just now throughout today's session, you can ask me. You can type in the chat box right now. Okay, so I'm going to actually help you to answer any question that has to be related with what we shared today, right? Okay, let me see. If you have any question, you can ask me now. Okay, so let me just browse through. Okay, some of you asked about if you already enrolled earlier, then will be do you get the bonus? Yes, if you enroll earlier, yeah, all this bonus will be you're entitled for all the bonuses. Yeah, that's the benefit of enrolling this early. Okay, let me see. Any other questions? Okay, Anna say which are the elements are introvert, right? This was really addressed just now. Okay, maybe you're just coming in, right? Is it? You're arriving here late. Okay, let me share. Let me share with you again. There are five, right? DW, EG, DO, DR, and friend. Okay, these are the five elements. Okay, Lingo say, are you taking students, coaches under you, like a private coaching yearly program or something? Yes, we do have coaching. Yeah, but the slot will be very limited because nowadays I don't do much one-to-one coaching. Yeah, I do more teaching because I impact more people, right? But if you want to, can talk to the team. You have to see how we can arrange all those things here. Okay, all right. Okay, this question from Ho Sweet Lee. Five type of speakers. What is the purple color area mean? You don't look at the purple color for now. You just look at the beige color because the beige color represent your nature, what you are born with. Okay, Karen say, can you repeat all the style of speaker about companion, right? We already go through that just now. Right? So I'm not going to repeat this again. Otherwise, it will take me like another 20 minutes to do that. It wouldn't be fair to the rest of the people here right now. But I will say that maybe you can watch on the replay, Karin. Yeah, I think the team can get a replay up. I'm not sure, maybe tomorrow or a day after. So yeah, wait for that. Okay, Karin, I hope you understand. Okay. Okay, Virginia asks, what about Life Palace clashing the year branch, like the Monkey, Life Palace, and Tiger? Okay, the Tiger 2022, that one is not your year branch. That one is an annual year pillar. Whenever I mention the year, is your natal chart year pillar, not the annual year pillar. Okay, like 2022 is a Tiger year, right? I'm not referring to that. What I'm referring to is your natal chart year pillar. Okay, all right, great. Joshua asked if fire is my unfavorable element, we have issue to switch to Chinese metaphysics industry. Why you think is a problem, right? Because if your fire is unfavorable, people talking about unfavorable might give a notion that is a bad thing. Unfavorable means it's the strongest element. Okay, Joshua. So if your fire is your strongest element, that's where the most opportunities are presented to you in fire industry. So it's even more reason for you to switch to Chinese metaphysics because you get a lot of opportunities there, Joshua. Okay, yeah, you have this unfair advantage. Okay, this is from Lingo. Thank you so much. I'll get in touch with your team. All right, great. Okay, Pamela say my natal chart is a year tiger and my life palace is a monkey. There is a clash how. Yeah, then you need to learn how to manage emotion, right? So this one is part of the program when we talk about the inner self transformation. Yeah, that one is be one of them. Okay, all right. Okay, Evita say all the speaker quality is quite equal and no one stand out. What are speaker then and how to choose? If it's quite equal means that it's not equal, right? One of it may be a little bit more. So choose that one first. Evita, you no need to be like outstanding. One is suddenly is shoot through the roof. It's not like that. Just look at the five. Even is just 1% more. That one is the one you should choose. Evita. Okay, Karen Fong say I couldn't make it in December. When will be the next intake? Okay, the thing is like this. I don't normally do the same program twice. Some of you follow before. I always actually teaching something new. So probably if you cannot attend the date, maybe you can talk to the team to see whether you can arrange a replay for you or not. Okay, talk to Carrie or staff or anyone that can help you in the chat box right now. Okay, all right, great. So I think I address all the comments here. Okay, nice. Do you like today sharing here? Do you like this? Okay, how many of you find this today sharing useful and give you more confidence? You have to go through your passion of becoming a coach, right? This is my part of my adventure of an introvert. Yeah, I'm an introvert myself, 100% introvert. I hope that my sharing today of my journey, my adventure up and down, will give you some inspiration and clarity, or more importantly, courage to move forward. Yeah, most of the time, the reason we are not succeeding in anything is nothing to do with intelligence. Yeah, it's just us. All we need is just courage, and we don't need it all the time. We only need it in the moment that matter. All right, because you think about this, you're going to learn puzzle sooner or later, right? Why not you learn some form of puzzle that is useful, right? There are two type of puzzle, right? One type is theoretical, you learn all the memorize all the formula. The other type is transformational. Yeah, so this is the one that I'm teaching. Okay, the can these techniques to be usable on other years? Of course, right? Because this program is a good question, right? This program here is not for 2023. Right? This program is your pattern chart, so you can apply this not only for next year, it could be the next year and the next decade, and so on. All right. Okay. Cool. Okay, nice. I think I answered all the questions. Okay, great. Thank you. Yeah, thank you for all of you here to choose to be stay with me, even though some of you log in from a different part of the world, different time zone. I appreciate that. So I hope that these 2 hours sharing here is beneficial to you in so many ways, and I'm looking forward to see you again. Right? Maybe in my upcoming program, Ancient BaZi Secrets, or my webinar, or maybe in a live event as well. Okay, till then, take care. I'm Iverson Lee. I'll hope to see you guys again very soon. Okay, bye bye.